Alright, howdy ho folks. Multiversal Medium here with another episode of Dread Delusion. Last time we left off, I believe we were discussing the ethics of eating a sentient being. And while discussing the ethics, dude who was working on the meat farm apparently got assassinated. Like, proper usage of the term assassinate. We were told to check out this little estate, and pretty certain that's what the heck we're going to be doing. Checking on the estate of a Mr. something or other that wants to go back to hunting peoples and thinking meats and the like. Yeah. I happen to be a peoples. Oh yeah, that's that you, buddy? Yeah, Maggotson. Apparently he wasn't assassinated. Apparently he was just tortured. Okay. That's rough, and I don't know why I was assuming Ned List could have been assassinated. I mean, they can be turned to ash, so I guess you can technically... I don't know if that technically gets rid of their consciousness. I don't know how consciousness works in this universe. Especially considering the entire universe and world is kind of set up as a brain membrane with neurons and stuff going through it. Anyway, Maggotson has clearly been tortured. Broken ribs poke through desiccated flesh. His teeth are in splinters. A rusty hook still protrudes from his shoulder. Also, what the heck's up with that freaking window to the right? Why is it just flashing like that? Hello, mate. Maggotson, what happened to you? Lord Ryder. Lord Ryder did this. He spits a yellow tooth onto the ground at your feet. After you told me about the flesh farm being sentient, I thought it was pretty funny. Told some of my mates about it. They told their mates. Dude. I was gonna feel bad for you, but you're an idiot, aren't you? Like, dude, I was gone for like 3 minutes. Actually, yeah, I really like went on tangents various times with Penitent Thaw. More like 15. I was gone for 15 minutes. And you told the entire town that the food source that stopped the, like, flesh wars and all that. You told the entire town that, hey, so that food farm, like that meat farm and all that, maybe gaining a consciousness. Isn't that funny? Like, dude. And before you know it, Lord Ryder is visiting my farm, smacks me around a bit, says we have much to discuss. Dude. You guys have, like, social media? Do you have, like, magical undead social media? Because, like, how? How did you just tell everyone in town about this? 15 minutes. I was gone for 15 minutes. Like, seriously. How'd you even get a, like, job at the flesh farms? If you were this bad about, like, dude, you should have signed an NDA. This is, like, stuff you can't be talking about, and you just told everyone. Dude. So Ryder did this to you? All this just because you mentioned that the flesh farm might be self-aware? What is he doing now? Pretty certain Ryder did it. Just, I guess all of this just because you mentioned that the flesh farm might be self-aware. Yeah, Lord Ryder's been looking for a flaw in the farms for years. His prayers are finally being answered. Like, I told you, like, this doesn't even, like, this doesn't just immediately mean you guys go back to war either. One of the flesh farms has sentience. And it didn't gain sentience until, like, 200 years after it was made. Like, legit, Penitent Thaw can just start anew. And it will probably be fine. Like, this is 100% highly flawed logic on Lord Ryder's part. The Ryder did this to you. He thought I was holding back details from him. Truth is, I didn't know much to begin with. Yeah, you're kind of an idiot, aren't you? I told him almost everything already, but he tortured me anyway. Just to be sure. Don't worry, mate. I kept your name out of it. Yeah. Really helpful. We're literally in his house right now, and you're just like, yeah, you're the one that knows everything, huh? Dude. Seriously, dude? Thank you, Maggotson. I'm an endless. I don't die easy, you know. And even the worst pain is like a half-forgotten memory. But I was worried what he might do to you. If he thought you knew more than I did about the farm. You're a well-meaning idiot, but God, are you stupid, man. Like, seriously. Also, I like how chill he is about being tortured. He's not wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some endless just super into torture stuff to kind of get some sort of feeling. They've been around for centuries. There's got to be some. There's people like that out, like, and about IRL right now, man. Ugh. I mean, not to, like, shame anyone's preferences, just, like, be safe, man. Like, really, be safe. Anyways, what is he doing now? Lord Ryder's going to investigate the rumors about the flesh farm, and if he can prove them to be true, he'll try to start up the old crusades again. He's around here, somewhere. You have to stop him, mate. Probably through there. It has some stuff going on. Yeah, look at that flashy window. It's got a delusion in there. Has a lockpick. Yeah, sure, why not? Ooh, needs a 6. Hold up, hold up. Do I got my lock picking hat? Yeah. Give me my old lock picking hat on. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Pick that up, pick that up. Pop this open. Glorious treasure. So mystique. Ooh, you just got a little table sarcophagus? Yeah, that texture's just messing up. I kind of love it. I've always wanted my own little table sarcophagus. With a little ancient ruler mummified inside it. Just some delicious jerky to snack on later. So, like, you guys sleep in these, or... I thought these, like, replaced your beds. Oh, is that one of those skulls? Huh. Yeah, I thought these little, like, sarcophaguses replaced your beds or whatever. Also, not for nothing, but loving the ego to have a giant, like, floor-to-ceiling portrait of yourself directly behind where you stand all day. Like, seriously, loving the ego. His voice rings from behind his golden mask like a freshly struck bell. Abase thyself, mortal. You stand before Lord Ryder, champion of the Black Trenches, first over the abyss at Manticore's Fall, destroyer of the Treborian fleet. Cool, man, cool. Give me a reason why I shouldn't render you onto Carrion. You have 5 words to argue your case. I work for the Inquisition. One wrong move, you die. We've no cause for quarrel. I don't think there's any need for a... damn, how many was... Okay, I'm gonna have to try to charm him. Just because, like, that's always fun. But, oh my gosh, this last line is so good, and I honestly would go for it. I don't think there's any need for... damn, how many words was that? Okay, charm. We've no cause for quarrel. Ooh. Succeeded. Needed 30. Bah. I suppose we don't. I remember a time when a living thing wouldn't have dared come within 100 miles of our borders. Those were the days. Very well. What do you want from me? I don't know. Just thought we could say hi, talk, chat. I hear you're a lord. Was wondering if you needed a lady. I mean, I'm not a little lady, but, you know. Anyways, why did you torture poor Maggotson? Have questions about yourself? I want to ask about the endless. Goodbye, Lord Rider. Well, obviously the top one's progressing the plot, so, have questions about yourself. Be careful what you ask, mortal. Who are you again? What's your problem with the living? Are you a follower of the ferryman? Yeah, let's start there. Are you a follower of the ferryman? Ha! No. Worshippers of the ferryman are weak-willed fools who have forgotten that we are immortal. We conquered death long ago and have no need to fear it. What's your problem with the living? I don't have a problem. I have an appetite. Your warm flesh, your pulsing blood, your bright young eyes. Okay, that's getting a bit weird with that one. Looking at you now, I want nothing more than to twist your head off and drain the life force from your shuddering, reeking meat. Does that answer your question? Kinda? I suppose. Take one step closer and I'll cut you down. Yeah, I suppose. Does my hunger unnerve you, fleshling? Good. It should. Oh, okay. When was the last time you fought on a living person? Don't you have flesh farms to supply you with the life force you need? Is there not a shred of remorse for everything you've done? When was the last time you fought on a living person? I remember it well. It was those chaotic days when the Crusades were at an end. But the flesh farms were still struggling to meet demand. I and some of my fellow lords mounted an expedition to a nearby island and kidnapped a dozen fresh youths. Oh, you don't just like eating people, you like eating kids. That's, like, I think everyone would agree it's worse. But I don't know the actual ethics of why it's worse. Obviously, we as a species want to, like, care for our children and stop them from facing hardships. But if the dude's gonna eat an entire town, like, would it be odd that he ate the kids? I don't know what tangent I'm going off of. My brain's kind of fried. The weather's weird. Doesn't matter. Anyways, he's a child eater. Lord Rider, child eater. Gross. Tender and sweet they were, and bursting with life. A final, glorious banquet. So do you not, like, go to the flesh broker, dude? I feel like you would. Don't you have flesh farms to supply you with the life force you need? Bah. Flesh farms provide a pallid, sickly energy. It's not a substitute for the real thing. In such a long time. You better make yourself scarce, fleshling. I'm beginning to get peckish. Is there not a shred of remorse for everything you've done? My life has been far, far longer than yours, fleshling. There were a few decades where I experimented with guilt. In the end, I decided it wasn't worthwhile. Okay, so kind of closed off emotions as a means of keeping your mentality safe. Okay, that's enough questions about that. Though I suppose you have other, he sighs, questions. Who are you again? He turns his gaze slowly towards you. Somehow, despite the mask, you can tell it is hostile. You stand before Lord Rider, champion of the Black Trenches, first over the abyss of Manticore's Fall, destroyer of the Treborian fleet. Need I go on? Is that like your entire, like, personality? Is that just how you get through the day, knowing that's who you are? Is past glories? And since you've repeated the past glories so many times, you need new glories, thus you're trying to get a new crusade going. Like, dude, just get out there. Like, why do you need to be in the endless realm? There's countless endless that just kind of wander. Go somewhere else. Screw it, man. What's stopping you from doing your own crusades? What's stopping you from going out and eating a goblin? Pretty certain those dudes have flesh. Why does it have to be people flesh? Like, seriously. You could just go out and be an awesome adventurer. People would like you. And then you could become the monster eater. Heck, screw it. Go become... Like, with the Apostatic Union, go become a god eater. Do you think the Apostatic Union would be against an endless fighting gods and actually trying to eat them? As long as you don't try to become a god, I think they may actually be fine with us. Like, go be someone. Don't be something from the past, man. Anyways, I have other questions. I suppose I shall suffer through them. All I have left these days is time. Yeah, get a hobby. Get a hobby. Like, seriously. I want to ask you about the endless. My undying comrades. Go ahead then. I want to ask you about someone specific. Tell me about the endless. Tell me about the ritual that created the endless. Hey, tell me about the ritual, man. It was the Hooded King, the current Queen's father, who engineered our ascension. He was a strong king. He feared almost nothing in this world. Okay, so I was right. He's called like the Silver Queen or whatever because she was legit drowned in mercury. Oof. Ah, that's still horrifying to think of. Oy vey. But he was terrified of aging. He summoned hundreds of Wiccans, sorcerers, and theurges. The theurges or theurges, whatever, from all across the realms, and tasked them with finding the secret to eternal life. They succeeded. You're just a bunch of moldering skeletons clinging to the past. Some of the other endless seem to think they have been cursed, not blessed. Okay, I think I get it. Some of the other endless seem to think they've been cursed, not blessed. For all that those hypocrites prattle on about the curse of our immortality, they still cling to it with both hands. No, I think a majority of them would like to let go. Is he gonna get pissed if I say this? Screw it, why not? I don't like this dude. You're just a bunch of moldering skeletons clinging to the past. Can you blame us? What a glorious past. I will cling to it until my bones are dust. We are the endless. We conquered death. You didn't conquer death. The king did. That's not your frickin' glory, man. 100% not your glory. Honor-stealing bugger. Okay, I think I get it. So I suppose you have other questions. Tell me about the endless. We are the highest form of being, blessed with eternal life, unshackled from the crude demands of flesh. Our kingdom has fallen from its former glory, but one day we shall rise again, and the world shall tremble. But no, I'm pretty certain you got the demands of the flesh. You do need to constantly eat, like, life energy in some way, shape, or form. It's kind of a demand of your flesh. You just kind of changed how it worked. What are those colossal tombs I passed on the way here? You must be talking about the mausoleums. Hundreds of the endless cluster within them, silent and wretched, in a show of devotion to the accursed god they call the ferryman. Pathetic, cowardly, despicable. How can I become like you? I don't even want to, but I guess just turning off portions of my emotions would probably turn me into him more than becoming an endless. Anyways, I would be asking the same if I were in your boots, but it's too late. Only one woman has succeeded in joining our ranks, since the first ritual that created the Endless. Her name is Penitent Thaw, and she spelled the downfall of our kingdom. Who is Penitent Thaw? A foul sorceress from a distant land who came here to learn our secrets. Foolishly, the War Council obliged her, even provided her with a sanctum and all the equipment she requested. We hoped that her magic would aid us in our crusades. Nah, man. You guys couldn't beat her, but she was better than the entire council. Like, dude, don't even start. That woman is one of the strongest mages I've ever seen. She beat all your butts and it was like, hey, so I can handle your food stuff. Just turn me into one of you guys. Like, dude, I get you're like upset that you got your butt handed to you by someone who wasn't an Endless at the time, but like, dude, she beat your butt. Like, she rocked you. There's a reason you like kidnapped Maggotson and you didn't try to kidnap her. Let's put it that way. Because obviously Penitent Thaw would know more about whether or not the farm was sentient. You're just not good enough to get to her, and you know that. The fact that she immediately like handled me as if I was an assassin or someone showcases you've tried and you've failed multiple times. She's just better than you. The second you accept that, I don't know, maybe you could do something else with your endless time. Like, get a hobby, crochet, knit. I don't know, man. Maybe take up like woodcutting. How blind we were. We should never have listened to her promises. Yeah, okay, I think I get it. Other questions? Want to ask about someone specifically? It happens to be I happen to be an excellent judge of character, but please keep it brief. What do you know about the Entombed One? He's stirring. Back in the old days, the ground would shake. Once every half-decade or so. Now it's every week. He's waking up, and I cannot wait for the tide of blood that will soon flow. You know who the Entombed One might be? Yeah, probably the king, yeah? It's the Hooded King, my liege. He's waking up because we have forgotten our hunger, and we have become worthless and weak. Dude, you were just giving like crap to all the followers of that ferryman dude for being weak and all their like worship and ideology, but you're doing the exact same thing to the Hooded King. Like, dude, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite, that's it. Soon he will rise from his grave. Oh yeah, man. I remember playing Altered Beast and doing that classic. Rise from your grave. Sweep away the traitors in the Castle of Ribs and take command of our kingdom once again. And I will be there to offer him my sword. Alright. Cool. So, when does the fan fiction bit about like you guys kissing in like a hot spring start up? Because I've read enough fan fiction to know where you're going with that one. Like, yeah. Like, it'll probably be like, he kind of trips and falls on you and your lips touch. Yeah, I've read that one. Let me know when you get a few chapters in. I'll check it out. I don't mind reading your fanfic. What do you think of Penitent Thaw? Foul sorcerers from distant land, blah, 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 same nonsense. Sorry to bother you. Have some more questions. Why did he torture poor Maggotson? He came to me with some very interesting information. I had to know more, and I thought he was keeping secrets from me. But it seems he was just as ignorant as he claimed to be. Dude, there's bloodstains at his post at work. He didn't go to you. He was taken to you. Like, come on. Like, I'm curious how much of that statement alone he believes. Because this dude is highly deluded. In a game with the word delusions in the title, this dude is one of the most deluded we've come across. Which is astounding. Like, honestly, it kind of is. We've come across a dude that's literally a worm. And this dude's one of the most deluded characters we've come across. So I'm curious how much of this he actually believes. Because he obviously thinks he's in the right. Anyways. So, what do you intend to do? I've already sent word to some old comrades in arms. Apparently the flesh farm can only communicate with mortals. So first we're going to hire a mortal who will prove that these rumors are true. After that, well, if all goes to plan, the crusades will begin anew. I could talk to the flesh farm for you. I don't trust you, mortal, and I don't particularly care if the rumors are actually true. I intend to hire a mortal who will say exactly what we will tell them to say. At least you're honest about that bit. I respect that bit. Okay, what do we got going on in the quest details? Ethics of eating flesh. Lord Riders knows the flesh farm is self-aware. Seeing as it is no longer an ethical food source, Ryder plans to start another war against the living. You should speak to Penitent Thaw about this. I am just going like back and forth as a little messenger. May as well call this a marathon episode because I am running to and fro. Lucky to the yeah. Like, I'm curious about the other quest lines going on. Because I know there's the entire mine. There's an area over there we haven't explored. There's like that little island right there that I think we saw Ghosty Girl. Maybe it was just actually a regular ghost right there. As this place has them. Yeah, maybe it's just a regular ghost. So, how's the honeymoon? You again, mortal? I presume you have questions. You guys always have to sigh because I'm quizzical and just questioning in nature. Like, Penitent Thaw, you're questioning in nature. You like learning things. Why do you think it's weird that I do? Oh, about the vats of flesh down there. Flesh farms, fine invention, blah blah. Lord Ryder knows that the flesh farm is sentient. Well, that's it then. I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this, but here you go. She hands you a bundle of strange orbs. These are phage spider eggs. Enough of these things can skeletonize an entire village in a matter of hours. Oh, sweet Jesus, there are giant spiders in the universe. These things are probably the greatest predator to frickin' endless, in a weird, torturous way. Oy vey. They'll destroy the flesh farm and leave no trace once they hatch. Just deposit the eggs on top of the flesh mass, and to leave as quickly as you can. Once they hatch, the spiders will devour the flesh in about 35 minutes. Whoa! Gosh dang, girl, can't you go the classic just nuke, bomb, whatever, fire everywhere? Why did you have to have a freaking... Why did your contingencies plan have to be spiders? God, it's so on point for you. Why are you this bad A? You expect me to annihilate a totally unique life form? How bad would that be? There must be another way. You expect me to annihilate a totally unique life form? Like, Penitent Thaw, can't you take a sample of this dude and, like, study it? Like, yeah, legit, start the farm anew. Keep a sample of this dude and figure out what the heck's going on. This may be a major flaw in your entire setup. And beyond that, it's... This dude may actually be able to match wits with you. I'm not gonna, like, lie. For the good of the whole world? Yeah. But the Endless can't feed on flesh farms. We'll launch a second cadaver crusade. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but when we get hungry enough, Lord Ryder will start to sound very convincing. So, I think the logic of Lord Ryder's nonsense is flawed to begin with. I don't think saying, hey, this one flesh farm being sentient is enough to start a crusade. Penitent Thaw has mentioned there's multiple farms. There's no proof any of the other ones are sentient. And there's, like, literally just the ability to start over. Like, what? Literally, I don't think there's any... The dude has no podium to stand on, is what I'm saying with this quest line. Which is infuriating. Because even though he has no podium to stand on, I know the Endless are kind of freaking deranged and they'd still listen to it. And that's the infuriating bit. It's like playing Ace Attorney or whatever and having the perfect answer to what the heck's going on and not being able to give it. But even if I could give that answer, I hate to say this, I think the flesh farm needs to die. And I really hate saying that. It's mainly because the flesh farm's horrifying in what it could be. In what it could become. I mean, like, I said, hey, why don't you just try to learn things? And it immediately latched onto omniscience. It wants to learn everything, future, past, present. Anything that could be and anything that will be. It didn't ease into, yeah, I wouldn't mind learning about the world and everything around me. It's like, no. If I'm going to learn, it's going to be everything. And that's going to be cipher magic at some point. And I don't know exactly how cipher spells are woven and spoken and handled. I know it's literally the framework and the tapestry, the threads of the entire universe that we are playing within right now. But I don't think something with like 10 plus brains working all at once to figure out cipher magic is a good idea. I really don't. Especially with its weird resonance to all things living. Because that would mean if the flesh farm, the way of all flesh down there, legit does become an actual threat to all things. Because there is a high chance it could be. It's very nice right now, but that's because it's lonely. But if that thing did grow and become an actual threat, the only things that could deal with it would be the Endless. And, yeah, this is what the Endless are trying to do right now. Deal with it. Why can't you drop these in there, girl? Why do you have to have me do it? Fine, I'll do it. I'm so glad that you understand the severity of the issue. Now off with you. And I hate to say it, but like, legit, she's not wrong. Annoying. But I also know this girl, like, thinks 10 steps ahead from what I know of her. Oh. Penitent Thaw has given you the means to destroy the flesh farm. Make a decision. Kill or spare it. Gosh dang it, man. Tell you what, though, I'm going to put on my fancy hat. I want to look fancy to it. Greetings again, and thank you for coming back. I was getting lonely. Is me telling it that the creator wants to kill it gonna lock me into sparing it? Because the option's right there. I don't want to kill it. I really don't. This thing is fascinating to me on so many levels beyond just the lore aspects of it. It is so fascinating to me. But the ramifications of it in so many aspects are like destructive in so many other ways as well. Even if this thing doesn't become a giant mass of cipher wielding like monstrosity, the Unless would use it to start another war. There's enough frickin' naysayers of that, which is annoying. Which means, like, there'd be a lot of deaths from that alone. We gotta put the bugger down. I don't want to do it. The lassie's gotta go behind the shed. Get filled with spider eggs. Gosh dang it, man. I feel bad. I do. I really do, but I don't want to possibly chance accidentally sparing the thing. I'd like to talk to it about what's about to happen. Like, I think it would understand in a weird way. And this isn't even like a very nice death either. Like, I feel like I'm at a vet putting like a pet down. It's not a good feeling, man. But I don't think a game's made me feel this way in a long time, but... Okay. Yeah. Kinda needs to happen. Gonna deposit the spider eggs on top of the quivering mass to kill it. I'm sorry, buddy. Wait, what was that? What are you doing? No! Please! As you walk away, you hear the eggs begin to hatch, one by one. You hear a chittering noise, and the sound of meat being gnawed by 1,000 mandibles. Quickly, though, all that is drowned out by terrified shrieking that reverberates inside your skull, making you fall to your knees in agony. I'm sorry, buddy. Clutch your head. After what feels like hours, the screaming dies down. All that is left is the skittering and clickering of the swarm. The way of all flesh is dead. You hurry away before the spiders seek fresh prey. Ay vey. Hey, Maggotson. Ah, vey. Ah. The ethics of eating flesh. You destroy the sentient flesh farm. You should return to penitent Thaw and tell her what you've done. Gosh. This is going right up there with, like, traumatizing Miger's ghost all over again. Oh, gosh. Is this how my villain arc starts? Is this how I become a villain? Hello, breather. What brings you all the way out to the farm? Okay, goodbye, Maggotson. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend none of that ever happened. Need therapy for this. I think I'm gonna have to call up my old therapist, gosh dang. You again, mortal? I presume you have questions? Yeah, the flesh farm down there. Flesh farm's fine invention. I've dealt with it. The flesh farms have been destroyed. Good. It is easily replaced. You've done well, mortal. I don't think I'm ever going to replace a front like that. Ryder will need proof to start this new crusade of his, and he shall find none. I suppose I could spare a few coins for your trouble. Take these and be gone. I'm gonna need more than a few coins to deal with all the doctor therapy visits I'm gonna have to pay for now. Oy vey. That was a special kind of I'm not okay with this. Gosh, man. I don't understand now why Lord Ryder just forgot, like decided not to deal with guilt anymore. Christ almighty. That is very all-encompassing. Very, very all-encompassing. Okay, signed. Cadaver lands. You are hereby entering the domain of the cadavers. Only those loyal to our cause will be granted entry into Cadaver Keep? Oh. You guys like a faction over yonder? Yeah, sure. Faction nonsense, yeah. This should be... I don't know. Something completely different. Yeah. Something completely different. Pull up, pull up. Yeah. Get all that going. Hecky to the something that will hopefully distract me from the horrid sins I've committed. Yeah. Like this big statue. Look at this big statue. It's very big. This is a nice distraction. Oh, there's a dude right here. Yeah, this is a different distraction than I was expecting, but it's a nice distraction all the same. Yeah, man. Distractions. I can feel the weight of my sins crawling up my back. Cadaver Crusades. This statue stands in memoriam to all the endless who lost their lives in the Cadaver Crusades. All creatures are permitted to follow their nature, be they predator or prey. None should feel shame for their instincts. I mean, yeah, but maybe you should feel shame about that botched masonry job, you know? What was that? Is that the, academy right there? Is that what I'm looking at? Whatever. Anyways, considering I kinda... Ooh, wiggly texture. Wigwaggle. Considering I low-key stopped a new set of crusades, I don't think these dudes are gonna... like me. Well... I guess everyone can't like me all at once. Although I am very likable. I even put points in my charm specifically to be likable. Ooh, this looks like an interesting landmark. Do it though. Yeah. Got me some cartography nonsense. Yeah. Oh, what's up? So, not for nothing, but... Am I not doing that? Ooh. Got some trees. Oh, there's a little way. There's a place down there. Would you look at that? Isn't that spiffy? I mean, I suppose I could just jump down there with the little spell I have to, negate dying from fall damage. So, I'm still curious about these enemy types. Like, are these dudes technically endless? Or all these dudes, like, just... Is there anything over there? Should I even try? There's a whole lot like a death pit. I really shouldn't try that. Or are they just like weird constructs of Cypher and the like? I mean, I suppose the Endless are too. weenie. Just a weenie statue. Alrighty. What do we got around here? Bunch of rock, bunch of stuff falling down. That flying enemy type. Stop that. Stop your nonsense. What is a huge keep? Said I wasn't going to be given passage or whatever. Can I still make my way in? I feel like there's secrets. I don't think I should try that one. I'm at it from a different angle. There we go. Get me some nice alchemy reagents. How does this work? Is this like here, right here, just made out of floatstone? Is that how your castles are made? Because like I thought the entire reason the sky realms were a thing were because of the floatstone in the ground or whatever. Oh, is this just a little back entrance? Is this me? This was not the distraction I wanted. Everywhere I look reminds me of them. Oh. Way of all flesh. If only. Yo, what's up, man? The brutish endless blinks at you. Stop right there. I'm not allowed to let anyone down into meat processing. I'm not allowed to tell anyone it's called meat processing. You're doing a real good job there. The endless grins shamelessly. I'd like to enter the door. The brute shakes his head. Nuh-uh, only meat is allowed down there. I am the meat. Look at me. Nice and fleshy. Never met such friendly meat before, but okay. Then you can go down. I feel like I just passed a D&D like persuasion check. That is 100% the kind of nonsense you do in D&D. Oh. Only the way of all flesh was still with us. It'd be very fleshy in this time. Oh, we'd have a bit of bones. I miss him. Them, she, they. Oh, way of all flesh. You really were all flesh all at once. Like, seriously, I was genuinely upset with, like, putting it down. I was. Especially considering it was via spiders. So many better ways to put that thing down. Why did Penitent Thaw make me, the one person that can communicate with it, be the one to put it down? Come on. Come on. That was just them being mean. Oy vey. That looks like meat processing right over there. Looks like traps right over here. Hey, what's up, man? So, not for nothing, but I'm pretty certain, like... Ooh, that's a 6. Hold up. Excuse me, man. I gotta put on my hat. It's my lock-picking cap. Ooh, need a 5. Here we go. Hey, that's not nice. This is, meat process. Yeah. It was man. Not for nothing, but I'm pretty certain if I attack you, I'm probably going to, get points related to, some sort of faction. Ooh, fine ore. Ooh. Death's Veil. Ooh. Pit to nowhere. Ooh. Masses of flesh. Oh gosh, it's just like them. Anyways. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Alrighty. But yeah, I'm pretty certain with how this game handles factions. I start attacking these dudes willy-nilly, I'll probably become hated by them as a faction. Whereas right now I'm probably, I don't know, possibly on the edge of neutrality. Who knows? Maybe a bit disliked with how I handled the Way of All Flesh quest. Oh, what's up, man? The Endless is cleaning a handful of teeth with a dirty rag. How's it going, breather? What are you doing with all those teeth? The man picks up the teeth one by one and slots them into his gums with a squelch. Sorry, breather, I was cleaning my teeth. He smiles at you. Despite his efforts, his teeth don't look very clean. Not often we get one of your kind snooping around Cadaver Keep. What can I do you for? What is this place? Why, this is the stronghold of the cadavers, breather. You see, years ago, when the Cadaver Crusades were in full swing, we used this fortress to launch our assaults on the living. Our knights would haul in wagons of mortals, squirming and writhing together in their own filth. In those days, we'd have banquets of flesh every night, our goblets running with warm blood. He smiles at you, seemingly unaware that this might make you uncomfortable. But you don't eat mortals anymore, right? Oh, of course not, breather. By decree of the Queen, we eat only the mindless meat from Penitent Thal's flesh farms. Now, if you hear an Endless boasting about how he's been eating the thinking stuff, they didn't get it from us, you hear? No sirree. We've nothing to do with them black market shenanigans. Where does that black market meat come from? The thinking stuff? Now, not that I know, breather. But if I were to take a wild guess, I'd say you could get living flesh from all sorts of places these days. A smart Endless would broker deals with all sorts of unscrupulous mortal types, trade with smugglers and ruffians for corpses, or the morticians who have a surplus of clients. Of course, with the Queen having outlawed all such flesh trade, flesh farms notwithstanding, I wouldn't really know anything about any of this. Naturally. Can you lower the drawbridge for me? The drawbridge is already down, breather. Yes, it is. I was just wondering what you'd say. I'll leave you to your business. Is it just me, or are the people obsessed with eating, like, human flesh kind of dim-witted? Is anyone else getting those kind of vibes? Because it almost feels like the ones eating the human flesh kind of dumb. And, like, that's not me trying to be mean. It's me just kind of pointing out that, I mean, they seem kind of dumb. And I don't know if that's because of the human flesh, but it is an overarching trend that they seem kind of stupid. Not for nothing. Excuse me. Just gonna pick this up. Grab this. Wonder how much of a pacifist run you could do in this game. Ooh, just throwing knives at the Queen of Silver. Yeah. A lot of these enemies you don't really need to fight. Huh. Wonder if I put all my points into, like... Well, there is the charm spell. That's based on your charm stat as well. Yeah. That'd be interesting. Just trying to do a run where you charm enemies to fight for you. Huh. Maybe I'll try that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just looking around. Don't mind me. Yeah, my base walking speed is faster than you guys trying to attack me. Yeah, excuse me. Don't mind me. Oh, wow. So, who was your decorator? And why did you eat them? Fine or... Oh, wait. This rug. I can see why you ate them. Ooh, now you gotta spiral downwards? Oh, fancy. Ooh. Now where does this go? Don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just exploring. Just exploring. Ooh, little shuriken. What's in there? That nothing? It looks like nothing but a bunch of cliff and textures. That's what it looks like. Ooh, but what's this? Ooh. Easy peasy. Oh, and it's just all the way around. Isn't that silly? Guys, that's silly, isn't it? Oh my goodness. It's just a big circle. Adorable. Anyways, guys, I'm going to circle back around. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yep, just going to close that door. Yep. Sorry, it's just a bit too easy to mess with them. Their brain's a bit rotted is all. No wonder they lost so many unlisted, like, cadaver crusades. They're very easy to deal with. Just like a regular zombie, huh? Alright, what are we looking at? Oh, that's an elevator to us somewhere. This is a... Oh, isn't this nice? Doesn't look like there's anything I'd want to go towards. Maybe just an outlook view? Maybe with a certain quest line there's something there. Maybe I could park, like, an airship there? I don't know. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, and we even unlocked a teleport. Got all this nice armor. I guess you can kind of tell. Ooh, Emberian ore. Nice. Like, which endless you can talk to that are, like, aggressive to people if they're wearing that armor. Because obviously they'd prefer the Cadaver Crusades. Okay, so where did I end up? Apparently sealed by an unknown device, huh? Oh. Yeah, I wonder. Gonna pop these. That good? No, apparently that's not enough. There's got to be something else around. Maybe outside as well. Where am I? Oh, piece of candy. Oh, I'm beneath it. Okay. Well, that makes sense. No. Oh, yeah, there's one. I like how it's properly, like, at the angle it should be if the spire tilted over. It's nice. Ooh. Candy, piece of candy, and could this be, in fact, a piece of candy? Yeah. Actually, is there anything else up here? Don't think so. Oh wait, there was the elevator. Let's check out down below before heading up. Just see things from bottom to top and all that. You hear anything else around the edge? Around every side? Back and forth, side to side. You know how it is. Alrighty. Got a nice little tunnel. But where's it come out at? That was the actual question. Still Cadaver Keep right there, and this was just down the edge. Okay. I guess I can dig it. I guess I can dig it. May as well head on up via the elevator then. Let's see here. Hop on through. Not for nothing, but I do prefer to have my thinking cap on. Oh. Well then. Don't I feel silly? Ah. I feel so silly. Yeah, I don't think there's much of anything. I suppose I could try to get around. Let's just pop the teleport. No, wait, that's the advanced time spell. Let's pop. Go home. This may as well. There we go. I knew there was a reason I didn't mess with the save point right there. Yeah. Go. Pop up on top. Get a nice little nap in. Becky to the yeah. Alrighty, what else was there to do? I mean, obviously exploring more around that general direction's a thing. There's also exploring that general direction because we haven't. We have the whole quest with the mine nonsense. Still haven't talked to the Queen of Silver or nothing. I like how you guys just come out of the ground. I don't know how to mess with that, but there's definitely something going on right there. Oh wait, is that? Is that what I was supposed to be looking at with the whole, like... invisible nonsense? Because of that tower over yonder? Pull up. Do I still... yeah, I do. Anything up there? No, not particularly from what I can see. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything up there. Why even is there a doorway right there? Why? What am I even looking at from this angle? Yeah, what's the point of designing it like that? Ah, well, whatever. It is what it is. Anyways, it's almost been an episode. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go to that island over there. Why? Because it's in the general same area we've explored thus far. May as well try to crank out every spot back to back. You know what I should be doing? Should be rocking the Wondrous. I love this spell so much. Seriously, this is just fun to go at this speed at this game. Alrighty. Here we go. There we go. Oh, we just have floating trees? I love floating trees. They're very floaty. Considering the OST, I think it is Ghost Girl. Because I swear anytime this OST plays, it's Ghosty Girl. Like, just a very thought-provoking, while being a bit of a downer OST going on. Depressive introspection. Like... I called it. It is Ghosty Girl. I was like, well, it could have been another ghost, just in general. Could be any ghost. Or ghost in universe. It's like, nope, it's Ghosty Girl. Ah, well. Ooh, got a bump. Why is that the only item we've picked up that doesn't give us the description again when we open it? Huh. Weird. Like, the amount of glorious and various types of treasures I've gotten, always a description anytime I open a chest. The bomb? Nope. No description again. You've read it once already. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll talk to Ghosty Girl. But we'll have to save that till next episode. Because it has been an episode. Okay, guys. I'll talk to y'all later in another episode of Dread Delusion. And until then, ciao.